our third performer for the evening is Blair of Detroit Rock City. Blair is a 2010 Callaloo Fellow and Seattle Bent Mentor Award recipient, as well as National Poetry Slam champion, who returned like 5 minutes ago from Russia. So he'll be glad to stay up all night and drink with you, because that's what he's been doing for the last little while here. Thank you for hanging out with the Atlanta Queer Lit Fest, especially in this cool closing event that we have today.
Hi, my name's Blair. I'm from Detroit. But this is called Mighty Real. It's named after a song by Sylvester. It's not necessarily about Sylvester. How many people know who Sylvester was? All right, well, if you don't know, ask somebody. Sylvester was a trans woman, who just was a very beautiful diva. Anyway, the poem's not about Sylvester, but it's Mighty Real was a good song. Mighty Real. Woodward and 6 Mile is a intersection in the gay neighborhood in Detroit, where I'm from. Near the corner of Woodward and 6, brothers stood on a corner talking snap. I walk by, they laugh or fawn. Some others break like waves or hearts or prisoners. One may follow me up and down halls, past booths, empty or rocking with abandon, smoking with tobacco, weed and or rocks, breaking like hearts, like prisoners, like waves. Sweet boy, chocolate man, vies for my attention. He sees what I exude as I enter through swinging doors into 4x8 boxes with holes, slots, TV screens, sticky floors, smeared walls, the ghosts of broken promises, aching knees, swollen lips, kiss rough here. The boy who follows me in is not out. He wants to know what I like, where I'm at. Do I have a girlfriend? His questions remind me of self-hatred and drugs. The smell of a rubber removing. The fear, my mother's eyes when I broke. The news, like hearts, like rocks, I broke. The boy who followed me in was not out. He likes to take, he says. I feel loneliness, longing, lust, and love. I look down at his strong hands and cocoa hips. The size of his dick makes me think. The size of this booth we share, no bigger than a closet. It reminds me this building is nothing but a row of closets. We are in and out of them, waiting around to be fed, like zoo animals, pacing their cages. The thought makes me nervous. I wish for a pen as I leave him, feeling inadequate, compounding anxiety. This other brother's right outside. What? He be some porno house prophet? I pull myself together and duck into another, and there is always another. Empty. He follows me in. Giving his story, he quickly disrobes. His chest is a tattooed Old English thug. His preference, bottom, and his boy is in the house of corrections. He'd understand, he assures me, as if I care about feelings, incarcerated strangers while I'm stuffed into a 4x8 with him. This boy, he talks nonstop of softness, skin, and nerves. Do I like him? Do I have a girlfriend, a boyfriend? If I do I love him? Would he care? Does he know where I am? Would he like to be involved? Could I not use a condom? Could we exchange phone numbers? Do I party? Would I show him the time of his life? Could he make me feel mighty real? Could I be his champion? Stop, I say, and sit on the bench, close my eyes as speakers groan at my ears. I just need to stop. I want to answer his questions. I've asked them to myself. No, not nervous. Anxious, yes. Sometimes I'm so lonely I'd suck a loaded 38. I guess I like him insofar as I don't know him. I don't have a girlfriend or boyfriend, so loving them isn't the issue. Nor are the questions, do they know, would they care, and do they want to be involved? As for a party, depends. If you mean dragging the future through my veins and up my nose, then no. But if you mean twisting your thick skin around the blood of my bones, yes, we can exchange numbers. But the condom's a difficult puzzle, a riddle though it should not be, it is. It is questions complicating loneliness, self-worth, etc. Up and down, ebb and flow within me. A conversation piece in a shoddy room in a cheap hospital. slightly ugly rehab therapist, taking T-cells and treatments, apathy and alchemy. It's the Bermuda Triangle of lust, capitalism, and modern medicine, compatible as the immovable object and the unstoppable force. Love as true as the lightnings for the church spire. Time of your life is a you question. Mighty Real is 1, 2. We are 2 black men in America, fucking in a booth, in the middle of a fucking epidemic, questioning like, love, lust, and protection. I'd say when you think about it, that's mighty real. This is my last poem. This is called Dig, and it's from my one-man show I wrote called Burying the Evidence. Yeah, it's about truth. When it comes to the truth, we've all got options. Unless you grew up with someone, you can basically tell them anything you want about your childhood. I could dig bright, shiny keys out of my new pants pocket, unlock the door and let you into a room filled with light, feed you bowls of sunshine. I could paint you an admirable account of my adolescence on the sun, where we listened to beautiful music, how it was a love supreme every day, how every day was like Sunday, how on Sundays we took long walks through the meadows. I could tie ribbons in my hair and dance around rainbowing you a symphony of happiness, whirl and twirl and swirl your emotions like a big bowl of soft serve ice cream, vanilla and strawberry up a story about enchanted forests and riding the unicorn through deep shining brooks. Really give you a show and let the sun shine in, the sun shine in. But that would obviously be bullshit. So instead, I could dig the keys out of the stinking rotten hole in the backyard where the dog barks the bad news and let you into this other room, filled mostly with darkness, except for one single light. Interrogation thin. I could strap myself to the electric chair, punch myself in the head with sticks, swallow bones, and punch myself in the gut until I've knocked all of the truth out of me with the rest of my teeth. I could show you prison scars. I could explain to you how I drank an angry sea. I could tell you that the vanilla strawberry swirl is really a heaping pile of unicorn shit. So that wouldn't be true either. But I could tell you anything. I could just stand here like a normal human being explaining that I love everybody and that I had good parents and how I hate stupid people and I listen to good music and I want world peace and I just want to help everybody, all of God's little victims, because I know that I was lucky and I'm raised with morals and money and blah, 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 blah. Or I could just tell you that I'm a queer black commie fuck with a buzz cut and a hole in his smile who watches way too much porn. So completely insecure that I sometimes get on stage in front of crowds of people and try and justify myself to them. But half the time I'm scared of getting older and the other half I'm scared of being abandoned. I can tell you that I love to write and that sometimes I go through phases where I feel like I'm just faking it. I can tell you that I understand the picture of Kurt Cobain where he's just stepped out of the spotlight and now he is weeping on the backstage steps. I can tell you that sometimes I just want to scream, but I get too goddamn embarrassed. Point is, I can tell you anything I want. I can leave out the parts I don't care for whatever reason I want, decide what I'd like to convey, and convey it. Because burying the evidence has become part of our job descriptions for so long now that some of us don't even know what's down there anymore. I tell you, they might find Hoffa in there. So I think tonight, when I'm done here, I'm gonna go someplace quiet, take a deep breath, pick up a shovel, and dig. Peace. Thanks for listening.